Yo, what's up?
Six, yeah.
6 times.
Six?
Times,
Dang,
Six
bro. We're
times.
about to get viral.
Oh yeah, about to go viral. Yeah, 6 times. Last episode was really good.
Yes, sir.
We didn't really have a structure to it last time, and
It was kind of like a free for all.
Yeah.
Just asking
Yeah,
random questions.
a lot of people said they liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it was just
We
like a
got,
bunch
like,
of
a
random
feedback.
stuff and like I guess like funny, goofy stuff.
yeah. We
So-
talked about theories and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the interesting part. Yeah.
Which is still questionable, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever get the true answer.
Yeah.
Even if someone still tells us, man, we'll be like, but what about this?
Yeah.
It's like never ending.
Yeah. So
Yep.
today we got Ellie with us.
Your boy Elimelec.
Boy,
We
Ellie.
got my boy Eli, bro.
Yeah.
Full name Elimelec, bro.
Elimelec.
Those of you that know.
Yeah, for those that don't know, he's our camera guy.
Mhm.
Per se, yeah, he takes pictures for us, and he takes great pictures for us, and also he does editing. So that shout out
Yes,
to
what's
that. I
up?
think no one knows that.
And
Yeah.
also all the pictures that are posted on our church Instagram, MP Burlington.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He is the photographer for that too.
He's
and
over
he's
the
doing
media
a
and stuff
great
like that.
job for that. And so all those pictures that look great, y'all, it's because of Ellie. You know, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just like to stay in the background.
it's easy to identify Ellie. Which one's Ellie? The one with the camera. And that's it, you know.
Do you have a business or is it
No, working on it.
okay?
Working on it.
Cause you do like photo shoots for
Yeah,
people,
you-
right?
Yeah. I
trying
did
to
see
get
that.
experience first.
Mm-hmm.
Also play around with like pricing. What's a good pricing?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, because with
Is
cameras is expensive, bro.
there's
Yeah.
some people that charge like $400-$500 a
Yeah.
shoot, and I'm like, that's high.
Isn't like a certain
Yeah,
time
I'm not-
too?
Wait,
Like something like
what?
that?
Yeah, but I'm not even that professional, you know.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I've heard. I was talking with someone, and he's getting married, and I was like, hey, how, like, just curious, bro, how much is, like, okay, he didn't want to tell me exactly the full on price, but he said I'll give you this. He's like, guess how much the photographer is. I was like, I had no clue. I was like, a couple hundred. He's like,
Yeah.
I wish. He said just the photographer was 7,000.
Oh
yeah.
my.
7,000.
And then if you want
Yo.
and then if you want a videographer,
Is that just
for-
pictures?
Yeah, that's just pictures.
Nah,
If
bruh.
you want a videographer, that's more money on top of that.
Oh my.
Which I assume would be more expensive.
Yeah.
Because of video.
Yeah.
it-
Okay, yeah, all
Video.
the editing
Yeah.
stuff like that. I thought pictures would
It
be
just
bad.
depends. You have to like sit with them like I guess a month in advance to kind of go like what you want,
Yeah.
scheduling, and then because I'm sure these professional photographers are booked like super ahead of
Yeah,
Yeah.
they schedule everything.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
you have to plan it ahead of time before your wedding even happens. So
Oh,
that's
I wonder.
This is very cool. Bro.
No.
Okay, so there's like specific cameras. I mean, like specific type of photographers. For example, there's some that just stick to weddings, or some that
yeah.
Oh, okay.
For
Yeah,
Nat
it's
Geo
Some
Wild.
sports.
Specialties, yeah, sports, yeah.
Certain things are I guess they're more better at. They're, for example, I used to like, or I was like watching a lot of videos where videographers record like actual cars moving.
Oh
They
yeah,
have, like, a
I've seen
whole
some of those.
car
Yeah.
rigged with like a whole camera setup.
Yep. Like on the back, a back of the, yeah.
They sit
Yeah.
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 They sit inside the car and they remote control that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's different.
That is cool.
That's
Yeah.
different versus a wedding. It's more like in person and more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more.
Yeah.
More traditional.
Yeah.
Well, I can kind of see why it's expensive because literally have to see, you have to get those angles because nobody's gonna stop. You know, like for you, okay, take this picture at this moment. No, you have to be there, like
Yeah.
constantly moving and stuff.
It's not just the angles too, bro, but it's like the products they have.
Yeah.
The
camera
training it took for that.
Yeah.
And
Gear.
get.
you have to have a good eye too. A good eye.
Yeah.
to-
Gear is expensive. Yeah, that too.
I wonder how much battery is too.
Oh, well, I'm sure they spend a lot of money on batteries.
Who's
Oh yeah.
who's
Thousands.
like the top Sony, Canon, Polaroid?
Yeah, what would be the good brands?
I
Yeah.
think it varies. I think it
Mhm.
varies because depends on what you like. Each camera shoots different colors,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
it just depends on what you like. Really, I started with a Canon. I liked it, but it was shooting more on the blue side. and so I didn't like it. And
I
so
don't-
I switched over to Sony.
I don't know what that means.
So like,
Yeah.
for example, like a picture,
Smurfs,
Like a filter, kind of like it seems like it has a blue filter. Yeah. Okay.
but it gives the picture more bluish.
Yeah, it's not like it's clear colors. Yeah.
And Sony gives more like a natural color. Also depends
And that's
on-
what.
I also had a lower end Canon too, so
Mm-hmm.
it was
So
probably
it's a
because
part
it
of
was
it.
cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm sure what's his name from Alabama, Corn.
Corn.
He shoots with Canon, just Canon.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Bro, his pictures come out good. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen his pictures. Yeah, they do come out really good.
So it just depends on the shooter.
Do you also have to like? Do you practice like if you see something, just take it just to see what kind of comes out or see what you can do with that? Like say you're in downtown somewhere and you see like a couple walking or something or like someone walking a dog or something.
Yeah.
Do you take a picture of that and see what you can do with that?
Yeah, I think most of my experience comes in a church setting,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of movement going on
Yeah.
there.
and so over the years I've been able to kind of like know the setting well. Versus outdoors, it's a little bit more different to shoot outdoors versus
It's the
inside.
lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I wonder-
so you have to look more for the natural light.
Mm.
Because if it's too dark, sometimes your pictures won't get the quality. Versus if there's a consistent light, you'll be able to get some decent features. Like for example, at church, whenever my dad is preaching, the lighting, we need to fix this maybe in the future
Mhm.
building or maybe
Yeah.
next modification
Yeah.
we do to the church building, whatever. But wherever he stands, there's a certain area that creates shadows in his eyes.
It's got to be the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so
really
like the
direct.
one
Yeah.
facing him.
It's not even
So-
facing his face. It's,
No, it's
his
reacting.
head.
Yeah.
Just
Which makes that shadow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a shadow.
Okay,
And
I see
so-
what you mean.
You can't. That part begins to kind of like it gets hard to edit because
Yeah.
it creates like a big like a raccoon eye.
Yeah. That makes sense.
what happens if that one stays off? Will that be better?
No, then it gets a little too dark.
Mm.
That's why you need
The
you need
only-
lighting.
The only way to get a good one, I guess, is if he's looking up.
Yeah.
Or you like get a flashlight.
Man,
So, we were-
Instead of
that's-
flashlight.
a ring light.
I was
A
telling
ring
you,
light.
we can push kind of like the lighting more further back, but then we have that fan. that's
Oh
up
yeah, it's
there.
gonna get in the way.
So now it's in the way. So, but the next church building, we'll fix that.
Oh yeah.
Lights-
Have we talked about that? About the new building?
we talked about
We haven't said
I
that.
don't think
No.
we did. No.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Should we?
Yeah, that's-
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know a lot more information
Yeah.
about it, but
It'd be
It's coming.
yeah.
it's coming. But yeah, soon.
This year.
This year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
The
It's
plans
gonna
are
start
in.
this year.
So according to Bishop, a couple of things that he's
Mhm.
already mentioned.
Yeah.
The building design already got approved.
Nice.
So the
Is
next,
it, Brother Erskine?
yeah, but actually,
The,
yeah.
architecture?
Yep. And so next phase is to eventually clear the
Clear
land,
out. Oh, snap.
and then construction can begin.
Which
Sounds
which
exciting.
which Bill mentioned that they had a meeting and obviously he has all that equipment,
Yeah.
but they said around April or May after the anniversary
Yeah.
close,
Yeah.
that's when they're gonna like
Yeah.
clear it out, flatten it,
Ah, dude.
start putting what is it like where they draw like where it's gonna be
Yeah.
at, then that's where they're
layout.
yeah the layout,
Ah, okay.
yeah.
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 So it's gonna be nice. So
Yes,
depending on
stay
a lot of
tuned.
factors, we could have it late this year, maybe early next year. But it's gonna be
Bro.
Bro.
And like the best thing about it, it's right off the highway, bro.
Yeah.
You can
it's gonna be
see
facing-
it, bro. You
I
can't
think
see
he
it.
said it was gonna be facing the entrance gonna be facing the highway.
Mhm.
And-
So that's gonna
Yeah.
be sweet.
And those that
Yes.
don't know about it, tell me get that. Bucky's is after that too.
Oh yeah, we better have Bucky's too.
Bucky, dude. So
Dude,
you
we
already
get
know
everything.
you already know the moves after church, bro. Bucky's,
Straight up Bucky's.
Bucky's, bro.
This sandwiches be
That's like-
smack,
And
bro.
we'll get there before Durham.
Yeah, this sandwiches be smack, bro.
We're gonna get there before Durham too, bro.
Yeah.
All you Durham people, we
Yeah.
get there before y'all.
Say how you doing?
It's coming.
Durham.
Evan, technically
Yeah.
Burlington. So yeah. Does
Yeah.
Durham have a Bucky's? I don't think so. All love to FPC out there, bro. All
Yeah, we love y'all. We love y'all.
TDV.
We're close to them. That's what we can talk about.
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, that church is gonna be nice.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
really
it's gonna be
great.
crazy.
It was much needed, that building. That
Yeah,
we have.
yeah, we are
AC
getting tight.
comes all the
Yeah.
time during the summer.
Bro,
God, it
I-
gets hot.
I-
water fountain, bro.
Yeah.
He said no water, bro.
multiple bathrooms.
have one.
I remember
We used to have one. Yeah, it was like that big old square water.
Dude, you would press it, it would go like. You
Like
had
a
to like
small
kiss
bucket
the
of that.
fountain and get it. That was forever ago,
But
dude.
then the crazy part is we do roughly about 200 plus easy,
Yeah.
200 plus
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah, yep.
But have
It
two
gets full.
stalls or two bathrooms
Oh,
basically.
it
can
It gets
handle that
crowded.
much. It
It gets very
insane.
crowded. Yeah, I can't wait to have my own stall, bro.
Facts.
Me to use the bathroom nice and calmly, bro. Nobody had to be knocking at the door, bro.
And when you get out, they already know it's you.
Yeah, I'm like, ah, see.
You can't hide.
Nah,
Your
bro, it was the
pipe-
person before, bro.
That's funny.
Nah, but we're excited, man. It's we can't wait. But, it'll be here before we know it. We're yeah.
Yeah,
A lot
so,
of things coming.
all right, bro. So, Ellie, tell us a bit about yourself. I know you went. Well, we know you went to school and stuff like that. So, tell us a little bit about how that process went, or what you major in, or which you're in,
Yeah,
which
so-
which is what you're doing now.
I did mechanical engineering. A lot of people confuse mechanical engineering with like a mechanic.
Mm.
A lot of people
Yeah.
confuse that.
Because that's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Cars
people
and stuff like
confuse it
that.
like, oh yeah, you work on cars.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
that's what I
we
used
design
to think,
I
cars.
design the cars.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But mechanical engineer is basically anything that has function or has mechanical, anything mechanical.
Like machine related, kind of.
Yeah, like
right?
a door
Okay.
hinge, like those door hinges.
Mhm.
Engineers were involved,
Okay.
or at least a mechanical engineer was involved in that design.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that's what I studied. It's a science. It's basically it's a
Science. Yeah.
science.
Science major.
You do a lot of studying physics, chemistry,
Mm.
just engineering, math,
Mhm.
a lot of math.
A lot of
I had to take Calc 1, 2, and 3.
God. It's a lot,
So
yeah.
it's intense. But yeah, I studied mechanical engineering. Went to Guilford Tech for 2 years,
Okay.
and then I transferred over to UNC Charlotte, and I studied 3 years there.
Cool. So this leads to, I think this is like a very common question. So is it necessary to go to college? Because I feel like there's a huge debate on that where
Yeah.
people think like you don't have to go to college and you can still be
I
successful.
mean, you
and stuff.
really
And-
don't.
Mhm.
You really don't. You don't have to.
I guess it depends on
I
the
think-
person though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And
Depends yeah.
depending on what you want to do, it's like I want to do this, but I don't want to go to school for it. Okay, you kind of have to go to school for it to be that, because you can't just start off right. I mean, yeah, but-
I agree because
Mhm.
I don't think everybody's meant to go to college.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for everybody.
no.
Yeah.
It's definitely not for everybody. But if you have the smarts, I guess if you can say, to
Yeah.
go, you can go and do it.
Yeah.
But also you set yourself for getting debt.
Mm.
Like,
That's something that
you gotta get
Yeah.
student loans and all that
And
stuff.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Especially, it also depends a lot on how your family is doing financially.
Mhm.
If
Sure.
your parents don't make a lot of money, financial aid can help.
Yeah.
But then if you make too much money, financial aid ain't gonna help you.
Oh yeah.
Nothing, and everything has to come out of pocket.
Wow.
So
Mhm.
it just depends what you're going for. I mean, if you, let's say your parents aren't doing well financially, right?
Mhm.
But you want to go to college,
Mm-hmm.
and financial aid gives you some money, but you go into an art degree, not to hate on the
Yeah.
art degrees or
Yeah.
whatnot, but you ain't gonna make money off of that.
Nah,
You
man.
ain't gonna make
Sorry.
nothing off of that. So
They-
basically, your financial aid might cover all of it. It depends on the college that you go to, and if it doesn't cover all of it, that money has to come out of somewhere to
Yeah.
continue your schooling. But then once you graduate, what are you gonna do with a degree? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like
So
transgender studies.
Oh my god, dude.
like, what are you gonna do? Like,
Yo, that's the way to put it.
I mean, like, for real. I mean,
I mean, for real.
Like,
For real.
being straight up honest, you're just wasting time and money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. But could you say that it opens doors? Like more like I guess you could does it open doors a quicker way rather than not going to college?
depends on the
It depends on the
Yeah.
career, bro.
Depends on the career.
Yeah.
Okay.
because let's say I don't know, you go to school for cooking, whatever.
Yeah,
You could
I feel
probably
that that's a
go-
little
You could
hard. Yeah.
probably go to somewhere work as a chef or something, or a
Mhm.
beginner chef, get some experience, and then start moving up the ladder. You know,
Yeah.
and especially like welding. Sometimes you need a certificate. It's just like a 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
But just depends. Just depends. I know engineering is
Mhm.
required. You need a degree,
Yeah.
or else they won't even consider you at all.
Mm.
So it's intense. And then engineering school is not. It's not for the easy. It's tough.
I bet
It
it
is tough.
is, yeah.
If
very
not the
competitive,
hardest,
right?
very
Yeah.
competitive. If not the toughest career, my opinion, the toughest career
I
to
bet, yeah.
get in there because you have to learn a lot of subjects.
But is that in terms of college? Would you say?
Yes.
Because
In terms
I've
of
heard,
college.
I've seen a lot of engineers say that college is actually the hardest part about engineering.
Yeah.
Once you actually become an engineer, it gets a little bit easier.
It gets easier because you have a lot of computers
Mhm.
and it does all the
Like the hard-
calculations
yeah.
and you do calculations, whatever.
Okay.
For example, bridges. There's a software
Mhm.
you can put the structure,
Mhm.
put it under load. Let's say the bridge can handle. It's just an example, 10,000 pounds.
Okay.
You put a 12,000 pound object on there.
It's
and
not.
it'll tell you where it's gonna bend and where it's gonna fail.
Oh snap! So all the computer does the work for you,
Yeah,
basically.
it does everything for
You
you.
just yeah.
It simplifies where you gotta visualize.
Yeah. And so, schooling basically just teaches you so you can kind of know where these numbers are coming from, or
Mm.
you can already predict ahead of time. Like, oh well, according to my studies that
Mm-hmm.
I've done, it's gonna fracture or the beam is gonna fail here because of
A
load.
certain way. or
Yeah.
whatever,
So, I think the computer just does it quicker,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just simplifies the engineering job.
Do you
Mm.
think ChatGPT will get rid of engineering?
No.
Oh.
Not yet. Artificial intelligence.
I mean, not ChatGPT,
Well,
but artificial intelligence.
yeah,
in
yeah.
general,
I think artificial intelligence is at its beginning stages,
Uh,
but I think eventually,
it might-
It gets advanced.
eventually it's gonna take over a
It's
lot.
gonna be a lot faster than
Oh
human.
yeah,
Oh
It's gonna be
god.
crazy.
bro.
yeah,
But it won't ever be able to be as creative as a human.
correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's one
It's
thing that like, I feel like
Creativity.
humans have
Right.
advantage over.
I mean, of course, we don't want them to fully be autonomized, you know, to the point where it becomes like,
Have their own thinking.
yeah, have their own thinking and they're like,
Yeah,
hey, shut them
imagine.
down, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine.
There's an old time show about like the future and have a bunch of robots and all that.
Oh yeah,
I forget what it's called, but anyway, I just don't. I don't think it'll be a good thing for humans.
no, I don't think
Bro,
so.
We'll become so lazy.
What was that one? Someone was saying that they made like a AI robot where they like shut it down. It figured out a way to
Yeah.
turn itself back
Turn
on.
No way.
That's
Okay, that's
ridiculous.
kind of freaky right there. Bro. Is it Ultron?
That's
I think Google is like also in the forefront of this.
Mm-hmm.
They created an AI. I think it was kind of related to what Joey just said. They had two robots talking to each other.
Oh yeah. I remember
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah.
nah, bro.
They
See,
were
that's
talking to each other.
dang.
They created their own language.
Yeah, they began creating their own
They
language.
created their own,
and
so
whatnot.
people can understand them.
Yeah. So
What?
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know what
crazy.
exactly happened, but
Yeah.
it's getting to the point where it's like, bro, technology is advancing so fast.
Well, you know something crazy? Because I watch a lot of technology podcasts as well, and the owner or the creator of ChatGPT, OpenAI, I think it's called now.
Yeah.
He always I don't know. I think it's true, but he carries the key with him at all times.
Mm.
This key is like he, or I don't know if it's a key or something, but specifically, but it's a device that he has to shut down ChatGPT if it ever like goes.
really,
Yeah.
bro.
So wait, like a remote control key or
Something.
Something
Some
like
sort of device. I don't know if it's a key or like some sort of USB or something.
Mm-hmm.
But some sort of device that will help him shut it down if he ever feels like it's just gone too far. Like if it goes beyond what it's supposed to be.
well, bro.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
I think every nowadays every college student is using that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no, yeah,
seriously.
I see some students that actually like ask ChatGPT to kind of give them like
A paragraph.
essay or write it out.
Like,
Oh my
Bro, it
god.
does it for them.
And-
Like,
and
ChatGPT
it's
is
it's
insane.
different. So
Yeah.
if it gives me a paragraph, it'll give you a different one. It'll give you a different one. You a different. If we ask the same question,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be different.
Yeah.
So obviously it's gonna look like I did it, bro. I mean, I'm sure teachers know, but like, what?
But they can't
But-
do nothing about it.
No,
Really?
I don't think they.
No,
they can't.
like I'm sure they know. Like I know you use Chat GPT, but like,
They can tell.
do they just make you redo it or what? Because you can just keep doing it.
They give you
Oh, really?
or they'll actually.
But how can they tell it? Do you know?
No,
Well,
they,
I think
they have programs that
Like reads, it detects.
detect any sort of AI that was used, any sort of like, and so and most of the times they'll be able to tell anyway because they'll know a student, they know what they're capable of most times.
You sound like you know from experience, but you got caught.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
If I was able to do that, I guess if I was still in school and did an essay, whatever, I would use ChatGPT to write the majority of it.
Yes.
I would
Mhm.
go back in there and kind of rewrite stuff.
Okay, but in your own
Yeah.
words.
Make it my
Yeah.
own
Add your own
words.
spice.
But that would kill time. Though. That would give me more time because whenever I was in college, I was taking 19 credit hours.
Dang.
That's a lot.
Bro,
19 credit hours, and I still had a job.
where at?
Huh?
Where at?
Firestone.
What? Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Firestone, the one by Waffle House.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So I 19 credit hours.
19
That's
credit
what-
hours?
Yes. Jeez.
That's a
19
lot,
credit
yeah.
hours, bro. It was
You,
insane.
One
you
day-
lived
day?
there, dude.
No, it was literally no sleep. So it was school, and I still went to church.
Yeah.
Whenever I was in Charlotte,
Yeah.
I would try to go sometimes to
Belmont.
Belmont.
In Belmont Church, yeah.
And but that's whenever I had time because sometimes I was just like slammed, like I had too much going on.
Yeah.
And so,
I can't imagine, bro.
but then afterwards, after I would go to school at Charlotte Monday to Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would leave Friday as soon as my last class ended and come back home and spend time with family.
Yeah.
Friday because Saturday I work as open to close.
Yeah.
And I would go home, change, go to church, and then get out, rest.
Dang.
Sunday, go to church Sunday morning,
Yeah.
and then afternoon try to catch up on homework if I had any,
Yeah.
and then try to make it to Hanford Road Church.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just go directly to Charlotte.
So, but whenever you did go to Hanford Sunday night, would you just go straight home? I mean, to Charlotte right after that.
I was, excuse me, I didn't go Sunday morning. I forgot
Mm.
to church. I would work Monday, open to close, and then the only service I would have that Sunday was Sunday night, if I made it. But it was just a crazy schedule. But anyways,
Bet.
so 19 credit hours. That's a lot of classes, homeworks, assignments, and whatnot. So a lot of, especially towards the end of my engineering career or college career. It was a lot of essays, reports, and stuff. So if I had ChatGPT, it would have killed. It would have.
Yeah.
I would have got an essay done quicker. I would just be able to go back through and just kind of fill in stuff and make it my own.
Yeah.
So that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Dude.
But I bet y'all can't tell whenever ChatGPT is being used. I bet y'all don't know this. For an Instagram post, actually 3 posts for the church Instagram page.
You use
I use
ChatGPT.
Chat-
No,
No
way.
way. Which ones, bro?
Which one?
I used it because I was like,
You don't know what to say.
yeah, I was like, sometimes I run out of like captions. The captions is the hardest. The picture and everything put in on social media is like easy. The caption is the hardest.
And you don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over
That's the
again.
hard part.
Like,
So-
come join us for church tonight. You don't want to keep saying
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to find like creative ways to kind of like come up with it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
ChatGPT.
so I used it.
I'm dead.
But now you're gonna have me thinking.
Yeah,
there's
like this
ChatGPT,
really
bro.
is.
Bro, do preachers use that? I get it. Nah, bro.
Imagine, Brother Wesley Jackson or
Nah, that's the Holy Ghost. Bro.
That's funny.
It's the Holy Ghost.
Well, technically, you think about it. The Holy Ghost is like ChatGPT.
Oh, bro.
No, he's got a point. He's got a point. He's got a point. You ask, and God gives you the word, bro.
I get.
See,
I
what you
get.
telling him to shut up?
He's right. He's right. He's right.
My man on something, bro. My man on something, yo.
How crazy, bro. Yeah.
What if Pastor's last message was
ChatGPT.
Oh.
Ellie, bro. So, how many years were you in college? Counting. What was it? Guilford, and Charlotte. That's
So
a total
do
of what?
you want the exact time I spent in school? Because I took a
Yeah.
break in between.
Well, yeah. Just in general.
Uh,
He like MJ, bro. Played, then retired for 2 years. and he came back.
No, there's a crazy story to why I took that break.
Yeah.
I think you told me.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it the?
No.
It was an accident. It was a major accident I got into. But
You?
yes,
Bro.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
But
I might
it took
remember.
me 5 years.
So you were in
Well-
Guilford for how long?
2
2 years.
2 years,
Okay.
then 3 years.
Then you
and-
transferred.
Yeah, but schooling wise, it took me 5 years to go through it.
Okay.
Mm.
With the break in between, it took me 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So it took me that long because I got in an accident with Tico. I don't know if you ever remember that.
Okay, now I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Now I do.
Where it got pretty serious. Where
Wasn't it the Ford or the or Little Blue?
no, it was
The
it
Ford
was a
Explorer?
gray little Honda that Alo sold to me.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
Honda.
Civic?
I don't.
Yeah, it was like a little Civic, old Civic.
Was it like a 06?
No, we're talking about 90s.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but what happened was what happened was Tico and me were going to Hanford Road night service, and there was an older couple. We were passing the police station. There was an older couple that took a red light
Oh, man.
and turned, and I had the green light, and basically I T-boned this guy, just hit him straight on.
Yeah.
Tico was asleep because
So sorry.
but that
I just wonder how he reacted.
but he didn't have a seatbelt on because that seatbelt on that old Civic,
Didn't work.
was broken.
Oh.
And so, whenever we got into an accident, you think about this car that was in front of us was an old Cadillac. Back in the day, those cars were made out of like steel, actual steel. And my little Honda, it was a plastic car, basically. Yeah. So whenever we hit, that whole front end got destroyed, and Tico literally flew almost out the window.
Oh.
And
No
so,
way.
Yeah.
I never knew this happened.
I remember now because I remember they were saying, "Yo, Alien 2 got in a wreck. Like,
Yeah.
pray for them."
Yeah.
And I don't know how bad it was, so we saw y'all again, and we didn't see y'all for a while.
Yeah. So I hit my head front windshield, and then I busted the whole side windshield, like gone, like
With your head,
yeah.
dude.
And I had like blood all over my face.
That's terrible.
But Tico was unconscious. Because he hit that thing hard, so he.
Oh
fell
my
out. He
god.
fell out, bro. Whenever I.
Oh, he fell out like out there.
No.
Oh.
But like he went back to his seat.
Yeah.
'Cause he was like reclined fully back.
Yeah.
So his head literally just hit the window, and like after the accident, you can see like a big old dent. Where
Yeah.
his head was almost.
Oh
going through.
my.
But
Dude,
what
a
happened?
windshield is it's
Oh yeah,
thick.
it's thick, and it's hard to like kind of penetrate that thing.
Yeah.
But imagine how much. But anyways, after the car stopped moving, I was scared. Like I was shaking up, and Tico was like passed out. I thought he had died. Like whenever I looked over,
Cause he just looked still.
He was still. I'm like,
Nah,
let's
bro.
get out. Let's get out. And I
Don't
couldn't
wake
even
up.
open the door or something. Maybe I was just too scared to.
Yeah. You were just like, yeah.
You
Yeah.
like
So-
you could sit here and say like you could have done this and that, but in the moment, like you're
different.
you're in panic mode, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Sunday.
And then.
That's when it's going bad.
Well, we thought
Nothing.
No, but then the thing, what made me even more scared was I was looking at Tico. His eyes were like kind of like half open. Bro, they were white. Like his eyes had kind of like.
Oh.
Oh, Nick.
Bro, that made it even scarier. So, but the thing is, I'm just glad it happened right in front of the police station because the police.
Which one?
They
bro?
came right
Went
out.
to police.
What?
It's right there. You know that road that goes into Zach's hot dogs? And it's like
Yeah.
right beside it? That road, that car just turned.
That's
right in front of us.
Oh
It's
god, Davis Street.
Yeah,
Davis Street.
Davis, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So the cops literally just pulled out and came to help us.
Mm.
And
There's a
so-
fire department there
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they called in the fire department
Yeah.
like right after,
Yeah.
and so they got me out, and so they waited until the fire department showed up for Tico. But the police guy was kind of like opening his eyes to make sure Tico was still there,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened, but he wasn't responding at all, and so they got me out, and so they were trying to get Tico as fast as they could, but they don't want to take
Yeah,
him
like,
out because they
move him.
wanted to make
Yeah.
sure the fire department had an evaluation of him before they got him out. And so whenever I got out the car, there was fuel and oil, everything on the floor, like literally just spilling out. So it could have turned ugly real quick. But once the fire department got there, they got there quick because they were like right next to the police department.
It's right across the street. from
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. So it was a lady. She put a brace on Tico and put him on a hard.
Yeah, like on a board and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on board.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after, Tico started responding, and so, but he was kind of like lost. He was lost where he was at. Yeah.
They ask you, like,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you tell me what day it is and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
But then the ambulance came. They put him in the ambulance. So and at that time, since it was like 6 o'clock, I think, and a bunch of people were going to church, and so I think
It was
several people that saw me, and they picked me up and they said, "Let's go to the hospital and follow where Tico's going."
Yeah.
And so that's how I went to the hospital, and they checked me out there.
Yeah.
And
So this was on the way to church.
yeah,
So like we're talking afternoon,
about 6 o'clock. Yeah,
bro.
and so what? Oh, and so
You remember if it was like summer or
Yeah,
winter?
I was thinking,
I think it was kind of like in the winter. It was like
Ooh,
winter. It was
cold.
cold. Yeah, because I had like a heavy jacket on.
Yeah.
So it's like already dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was well. It was still daylight.
Sunset.
Sunset, yeah.
Okay.
And so,
Dang.
oh yeah, I showed up to the hospital. Tico was, I think, in another room. They checked me out and they said I was fine. I just had a bunch of cuts and whatnot. So they let me go, and then eventually, like an hour later, they let Tico out, and he was good. But I put a lawyer in because it was a bad accident,
Yeah.
and so eventually, after it took a long process. It was like a 8-month, 12-month deal type of
Wow.
thing
Yeah.
because we had to go to therapy. We had to go to the chiropractor, and that's whenever they took X-rays of my back, and I had, I think, I don't know how many bones, but I think it was like 8, 7 out of place, and so
In the back, yes.
yeah,
Bro, and you don't feel it on
No, you don't
impact.
feel it,
No, you're just worried
Yeah.
about we're good. That's crazy.
So,
And then you don't feel the pain till what, the day after
Yeah.
or something like that?
the day after,
Bro.
it was bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's what my dad said. He's like, in the moment you're good,
yeah.
but as far as pain wise, but then like the next day you're like, man, like
Yeah.
I can't believe that happened. I was out there like nothing, But
But yeah, we had to go to chiropractor, therapy, and do a whole bunch of stuff, and then I didn't even get the money till like 12 months later. And that was supposedly I was gonna take that car to Charlotte
Yeah.
and whatnot. So,
oh wow.
I didn't have nothing to. I had lost everything. I was planning to go that spring or start Charlotte that spring,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't. So I had to take break, therapy, and then get money to buy my next car, which is that black Honda Civic, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And so that's what happened. So I had to forcefully take a break in between to my to finally finish my diploma or career.
Were you feeling kind of guilty a little bit while like you saw your brother kind of unconscious, or what were you thinking? What were you feeling?
Well, I mean, whenever I bought the car, I kind of knew. I mean, at that time, I wasn't financially good. So you had to do with whatever money you got.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm not going to go buy like a $20,000 car. I can't even afford it.
Yeah.
I'm going to college, you know.
Yeah.
I don't got no money to buy a car, so I already knew whenever I bought the car, it had its flaws. So it's just a risk, I guess.
Yeah.
Risk you gotta take.
Did you feel did you feel like, man, like this is gonna be over, like school, like I'm not even gonna be able to go no more?
At one point, yes.
Did you just feel like just giving it up?
Yeah. But I guess I just persevered and continued. And I'm like, I'm gonna get this degree.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get it.
Yeah,
So
be consistent, man.
Bro,
it was tough.
that was a big comeback there.
Yeah.
Made you come back.
So I lost the car, and then I made it. I got some money out of the accident, but I had to split it with the lawyer, Tico, and myself. I think the total was about 30 grand. So the lawyer takes a third.
Shoot.
Oh, damn.
Hit me again, bro. Hit me again, bro.
But yeah, the lawyer takes
Hit me
a third.
2 more times.
This is too much.
369 right there.
But then, with that money, I bought the Black Civic, and so with that Black Civic,
Bro, that thing took you everywhere.
I put 250,000 miles on that.
Dude.
car.
Bro, I remember you used to pick me, my
Yeah.
brother, Sammy, and your brother.
Yeah,
And bro, we went everywhere with
Yeah.
that thing. We would what mountains,
yeah.
out of town.
Bro, that car only set 4. Well, technically 4, 5. It was a skinny one in the middle, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, we were taking like 60.
I was
car.
also in the middle. My brother, Sammy, and Tico shotgun. Dude,
Bro, that was
Those are the days.
yeah.
thumping,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was cool.
And then Daniel Travis had to blow out my speaker.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah, we were thumping.
That's funny. I do remember that.
Oh, man.
Nah, that thing, dude, and you didn't have issues with it, right?
No,
Bro, and you went
It
to
was just-
Charlotte and back
yeah.
every
It
weekend.
was oil change. All I did to it was oil changes, tires, brakes.
Just like the
Just the
usual.
usual
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And the funny thing was, the major thing that kind of went out in the car was on graduation day.
Oh, wow.
Was my
Dang.
AC? My AC went out.
It was hot.
It
too.
was summer.
I remember that,
hot.
dude. I
It
remember
was
I was
hot.
there.
Hot.
It
Yeah,
was hot.
I rode with Ivan. He didn't have AC in his car either,
Yeah.
bro. We hit the highway.
Nobody had AC
we
in
were,
the car.
we were in the highway for 2 hours,
bro.
just the windows down, bro.
Yeah.
And so all you,
Bro, it's middle of summer, bro.
Yeah,
Middle of summer.
yeah.
Hot.
daylight, midday,
Hot.
daylight,
Midday,
bro.
It's like somehow you can see like the
The heat waves, yeah.
Bro, like, out
And-
of all the days,
Bro, and like, and your car was black.
yeah,
Bro.
it was black. It's like made it worse.
You
Yeah.
put an egg on the hood, start cooking shrimp.
Like some bacon on there.
Bro, it's man.
I remember afterwards we still went to go get food, and then went to go get ice cream because it was hot. Bro, I was already sweating. I'm like, let's go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Let's just go inside somewhere. Let's go swimming, bro.
Let's go swimming.
Ain't nothing bad with going swimming, man.
And I still made it to church that day, all sweaty, but I made it.
It was on Saturday. It was on Saturday. Yeah.
Shout out to Honda Civic, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Honda, Toyotas,
They
bro.
last forever,
I'm so
bro.
glad I got Toyota, Honda.
Yeah, I got my Honda.
Bro, Toyota.
Bro, you
Honda,
can't go wrong with
no,
those
bro.
Indestructible.
Yeah, they last
My
forever.
mom's car lasted for like.
Oh, that Camry, that gray Camry, yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all still got it?
Camry.
Yeah, but it's not good no more. But it was good for about 19.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that Camry, yeah.
I think as long as you do like the oil changes,
Oil changes.
right?
Just maintain it, yeah.
It depends the owner too, bro.
Yeah.
If you just not
Yeah.
checking it up every once in a while,
Yeah.
Yeah, you that's
kinda
not
beat
good.
yourself up.
Of course. Also, don't try to go racing. Pretend like you're the fastest car around. You know.
Too long gas that much.
I used to do that.
Yeah, after a couple lessons.
Car, bro.
Bro, so Ellie, bro, after all that, bro, everything now, was it worth it?
Oh yeah, Oh, yeah.
Easily,
Not bad,
easy,
for sure.
bro.
I feel like after so many struggles, it has to be
It's
worth
off.
it.
It
Yeah.
makes the win that much more better, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like, you're like, man, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad I went through all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
type of
So,
thing,
like,
yeah.
Through college, bro, I promise my last year, I was close to giving up.
Your last year?
Last year,
Dude.
It's always that last
I
moment.
was
Really?
close to giving
Always.
up.
It's like that last
Because,
push.
I mean, think about it. At UNC Charlotte, I was taking 19 credit hours,
That's a lot,
and so I had a deal for that for what was it? 6 times 2, 12 semesters.
yeah. So.
12 semesters of torture, bro. Torture. And David is going for engineering.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah. And so he kind of knows what
Where
it's
you
to
going
go through
through?
physics. Physics, torture, bro. Torture.
I
On
got
top
you,
of
bro.
that, calculus, torture,
See?
torture, bro.
Hey, man.
And so
Yeah, but
it's a struggle. And so last year I was close on giving up, bro. Because I'm like, God.
it's crazy because I was talking to my cousin. he's in Mexico as well.
Yeah.
But actually not as well. But he's in Mexico,
That's-
and he did aeronautical engineering. So he works on repairing planes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
No snap.
And he said the same exact thing. His last year was like his toughest year. He
Yeah,
almost gave up.
yeah.
He almost gave up.
Yeah.
But he,
Because on top of that, so in engineering,
Yeah.
also depends, I guess, what kind of school you go to. But University of Charlotte is coming up as one of the biggest engineering schools coming up.
Charlotte's growing as well.
Yeah.
As a city.
Compared to NC
Charlotte's
State,
big.
NC State is one of the in North Carolina, the
Mhm.
best engineering school.
So far.
And Charlotte's not; it's right behind it.
Mhm.
But they have a really good, I guess, course or engineering program there.
Mhm.
Really good engineering program. So they do a senior. It's kind of like a senior project
Yeah.
where you get involved with actual companies outside that put money down,
That's cool.
Mm.
and they're like, "I want you to design this,"
That's so cool.
and so they give you
That's nice.
money. And you got to do engineering, design it, and make sure testing, and give them the product at the end.
Imagine Tony Stark.
So,
like, yo,
yeah.
man,
Tony Stark.
No, but the
Tony
crazy-
Stark.
The crazy part is though that
Jarvis.
So the crazy part though, you have courses, you still have your classes,
Mhm.
and on top of that, you have that senior project, and so it's just
more work on top
it's
of
more work,
Yeah.
and so it's insane. And so I was close, bro,
Yeah.
so close. If it wasn't for my mom, bro,
Shout out to
She made you what?
she encouraged me. She
Yeah.
because I would talk to her like every night. I
Yeah.
would call her, and so she was the one that was pushing like
Yeah.
you're this
Could be-
close. Come on,
You're
girl."
almost there. You're almost there.
And
Sounds
so,
are the best cheerleaders.
Yes. Oh, for
So-
sure.
Yeah.
thanks to my mom and
Yeah, shout out
my
to
dad
moms.
for
Yeah.
supporting me, and
Well,
I'm here.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Other
bro.
than your parents, do you have any other supporters, or like did like that helped you make it through, or?
I guess my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother, just family members. I guess.
Just family.
that
It's
were
it's
close
always
to-
when it comes to that kind of personal stuff. I think like
Because they
school
know
is
more.
your
Yeah,
your family.
Talk to them more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course it was always people like friends that would come out. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I think Joey, Alex at one point
Mhm.
came out. Alo,
Mm-hmm.
just to hang out because sometimes I would get bored. Like,
Yeah.
'cause you're like school every day.
Oh, dude, you need
Yeah.
time off,
Like,
bro.
yeah. I mean, of course, I had friends there and would play soccer, like pickup games, and
Yeah.
even had tournaments in the pickup
Yeah.
game, which is really cool.
Nice.
But after a while, it's like the friends, the people that you hang out the most, especially being in church, like you guys, like,
Mhm.
man, when am I gonna hang out with them again?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
bro, it was kind of tough. And so on my birthday, I think they came out and surprised me, and so we just
Nice.
went
Shout out to
out.
home.
So yeah.
Shout out to the homeboys. It's always the boys.
Oh yeah. So
Well, we got another question. I think I was gonna ask you about, because I know you're reading the Psychology of Money book.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I read that one. I don't want to be that guy. That guy is like, I read that, but I read that book. it's really good.
Oh yeah.
Really
Oh, yeah.
good. In terms of financial advice,
Yeah.
it's one of the best I've read.
Oh yeah. I think it's one of the best books I've read
Yeah.
too, because I've read several other books as well.
Yeah, about financial
yeah.
advice. Okay,
So that one's pretty good.
We're talking about that book, bro. Financially
Oh, yes.
financially assistance. FAFSA. Financial aid FAFSA.
Financial planning.
That's
Something about, with advice or something like that.
Yeah. So I think trying to get back into it.
Something about,
sorry guys, I had to use the bathroom, so we had to pause it for a bit.
Yeah, so have like a financial plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, if you're a good example is have like emergency funds.
That's a good one.
Like have emergency funds because
Save it
let's
up.
say your car like breaks down.
You
Or
have
let's
that
say your
money.
transmission goes out.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna get that money from?
Yeah.
You know, you're
It's
waiting
like
for
the
another
surprise
repair.
accidents.
Yeah.
You just never know.
So I think a good example is to have like a $2,000 to $3,000 emergency
Mm.
funds.
Yeah.
Have
That's
it
smart.
set aside.
Yeah.
Not touch it at all.
Anything
Doesn't exist.
happens,
Yeah.
Anything happens, you're ready.
You have
for
it there. Yeah.
So
That's-
because if you don't,
man.
Kiss that big goodbye,
yeah.
baby.
Bye bye.
So
Yeah.
And debt forever.
just have money set aside. I think that's a really good.
I think that's one of my main goals this year. Like, I mean, I should have been doing it a long time ago, but I think I made it a goal, like, to start saving up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I guess another thing to kind of look out for, or whenever you're on a budget or have a budget,
Mm-hmm.
go look at all where your money's going.
Yeah.
Maybe you have subscriptions that they're just like taking the
Yeah.
money out.
Yeah.
Those 12, I don't know,
They add up.
$20 every month,
And that's
it
up.
adds up. And so, go look at it. If you're just spending money like just randomly,
Mhm.
your money's gonna
Yeah.
just drop. So
Those who are paying for Planet Fitness $10 a month who think that's cheap and you aren't going,
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people that do that, man.
yeah,
bro,
I know.
you need to make that money with, bro.
that's
Yeah, it's $10, whatever.
$10 a year.
But after you add it,
$120.
That's $120.
$120. Imagine if it goes up to $20 a month. Or,
And those who have the black card is like 22.
yeah, that's almost $300 a month.
That you
There.
just like throwing
Spending
away,
for
bro.
Nothing.
Bro, I can. That's like going to Chino every Sunday. Dang.
So
And people who buy coffee every morning.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, it's just $5, right?
Yeah.
Or $3.
Starbucks. Remember Starbucks it was more.
What was it? Hold on, let me. If you go $5 every day, right?
$5, yeah.
$5 times.
Yeah, we
what,
better get 10 over
365
there.
days?
Bro,
That's $1,800.
$1,825.
That's rent, bro.
Just $5.
That's
That's rent. That's a house payment, bro.
Yeah.
Rent.
Yeah.
So that's
Minus taxes and all that.
oh yeah, taxes and
Dude, even going out to eat a lot, bro.
yes.
That's one thing I.
One thing I stopped doing is going and getting food during the week. Only go out to eat during the weekend.
That's
I'm,
good.
I'm starting to take.
that.
I'm starting to take lunch home
Yes.
to work.
Yeah.
that's-
Same.
Taking too much.
Yep. I don't care if I eat leftovers, bro.
I don't care.
Leftovers are pretty good.
And-
I gotta
so-
lie.
And I don't want to fill up at work
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I need a nap.
Yo, I remember-
No, I just want to eat a little
You're
bit.
right.
Whenever I was at work, I remember I went out and got like a heavy lunch.
Oh,
Bro, I came back,
me too.
bro.
Ow.
Took the biggest nap at work.
We did that.
I've been doing that
We did
sometimes,
that when I
bro.
was with Donnie. His wife and Sierra wanted to go to Steve's
Yeah.
Smokehouse.
Oh,
Bomb, dude.
man.
During
Oh,
lunch,
God.
we're like, let's
So
go.
good,
You know,
dude. Yeah.
hush puppies,
Everything.
Oh.
mac and cheese, sweet tea.
I wanna
Bro,
find out,
bro, I lay on that seat because we were slow at the time. Donnie was always booked,
Yeah.
and he was working. I sat there, dude. I was out,
Yeah.
and no one walked in for like the next hour, and I just get up like,
A whole hour nap.
you know, when you just kind of like,
Yeah.
I wasn't out that long. He's like, it was like a different guy in his chair. I was like, oh, shoot. He's like, you good? He started laughing. I was like, bro, that's. But I don't, after that, I'm never eating heavy.
Yeah.
At
That's,
during
it's
They're in the middle of a work day, bro. Nah, you
I try
can't
to
do
go
that.
light now.
Just light. I even snack in between too.
Yeah.
That's good. Man.
I take little bars and
Snacking
stuff,
is, yeah.
cookies, whatever.
Comes in clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I used to spend a lot of money because I used to go out to eat.
I pay for it.
Well,
Yeah.
church,
Yeah. Especially, y'all remember those days whenever, like, right after church, every service we would go out to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is different now. We don't go out to
No,
eat
we only
every
go like
service.
Saturday. If
Yeah.
We even went out Friday nights, then
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So I remember doing like a whole Excel spreadsheet of like all where my money was going. Bro, y'all cannot guess how much money I was spending on
Just food?
Just on food.
Can I guess?
Take a guess.
4,000.
No.
5.
No.
Is it more?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's-
Wait, is this a month?
Cause
No.
cause just
Year,
coffee.
Oh, throughout the- oh, okay.
Because just coffee was like 1,000
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Now we would now we just say what, $5?
Yeah. that
A
was
meal
fine.
nowadays is what,
like
at
10.
least 20. I'm gonna say 20.
20. Yeah, depends on where you go.
That-
Anywhere from
that's
20.
with it.
McDonald's
that's-
is not even 10 anymore.
That's with
Wow.
water. $20, but that's with water, bro.
McDonald's nowadays $12, $14.
Gosh. Mm-mm.
So if you go out to a restaurant, 20 plus.
Yeah.
So it was. I think it
With
was up
water.
I was up in the $7,000, and that's money that
Wow.
you could use to put towards something else. You know?
Yeah.
But bro, like when it comes to food, it don't really hurt me though.
Yeah.
Cause like good food, I love good food.
Oh
I
yeah.
love good food.
Say it's a hoodie,
But
$50 hoodie that I'm gonna wear like After I buy it, I'll be like, dang, I don't think I need it.
Let me return it.
Go to Goodwill, thrift shop.
Dude, that's something I've been doing.
Hey, there's some good stuff in Goodwill.
Tight.
You just be tight all the time.
Bro, I remember. Y'all remember? You know Peter from?
Yeah,
Bro, he found a shirt at Goodwill that was worth like $900.
Dang.
He got it for like $20.
Yeah.
Bro,
Resold
good stuff.
out.
Yeah,
There's
good stuff. You just gotta search.
Even on Marketplace.
Yeah.
Someone was like,
Yeah.
just look up Adidas. Moms that don't know, or like parents that don't know,
Yeah.
like, hey, my son's out for college, selling shoes for like $20. It could be like Yeezys, NMDs.
Yeah.
I saw like the Pharrell Williams one for like $50.
Wow.
And bro, it's like, but those go for what? A couple hundred.
300. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, I guess you just gotta watch out how you spend your money.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
I
be
think-
smart,
yeah,
man.
or just create an Excel spreadsheet to
That's
kind of
what I
like
was
make
thinking
it
about,
to.
I tried doing that, but I just it got on my nerves because I couldn't like because I was trying to put like all exact dates and stuff
Yeah.
like that of
No,
like
I
when
can't
and
do
stuff
that.
that. It just stressed me
I
out.
think there's an app now.
Yeah, there's an app.
There's an app you can just get on your phone and just kind of like put how much you
Put
spend.
everything. Yeah.
Whatever. It just does everything for you manually.
Yeah.
It makes it easier. But I did it the kind of the hard way
Yeah. With it.
because I waited to the end of the year and then I went through everything, all my history, because I don't carry cash often.
Yeah.
It's all
same.
card. And
Some
so I
receipts and all that.
got all the history, all the receipts, and just went down the line,
Yeah.
line per line,
What?
line per line, because I really wanted to find out where my
How
money
much-
was going.
yeah.
Because I was already with an engineering degree. I'm like, where the heck is my money going?
and
You know? And the next thing I noticed, I'm like, bro,
then
what the
once you see it, you see the difference. Like once you make that change of like not going out to eat, I noticed a huge difference in my financially. I noticed a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like, I had more money
Yeah.
to buy some clothes, which is not a good way to use the money that you don't use for food. But
I think it's just sometimes because we all have hobbies as well. Like,
yeah,
because there might be someone who spends a lot of money in a certain hobby that we're like,
Mhm.
why would you do that?
yeah,
But that's what they do.
But maybe that's what they do, and maybe it helps them out. Or, I don't know.
yeah,
or
So it's-
or even then, instead of buying brand new gold, like used, like for example, us guys, we've been getting into golf,
mm-hmm.
and so you can go. Golfing is
all your
expensive.
stuff. Yeah.
It gets expensive. You can buy clubs for easy $1,000 just
Mhm.
for the driver itself, maybe.
Yep.
And so, why buy something new when you can get probably something
Something used, yeah.
you know? I got my set for like $30.
Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, bro, it's like it's your skill to that. Like
Yeah.
you can have the most expensive clubs,
Yeah.
but if you're not good at it, you're gonna be bad.
Right.
Meanwhile, you give the clubs that like I got cheap,
Yeah.
give them to a pro, bro. He's gonna make it look good.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just take them from Putt Putt.
Yeah.
Just take the
Just take it with you.
I guess it's kind of like don't live that lifestyle that you
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't have money for, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That book talks about that.
Yeah,
It's like,
it does.
live,
Really.
live about like at least 10% of what you make.
Yeah.
Live off 10% of what you.
Yeah.
So don't spend about. I guess I would make 90%. Of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay off and then pay off everything first. That's what I did.
Everything off, yeah.
Pay everything that I owe.
Yeah.
Once my check comes in,
Yeah.
and then put aside like 10%.
Yeah. It's like
And of
pay
course, give your
yourself. Like,
tithes
give
first. That's the
yourself
first thing I
something,
do.
Yeah.
Set aside my tithes,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
set aside a little amount for savings.
Right.
Forget that it's there.
Yeah.
Just keep
Oh,
going,
yeah. That's-
dude. Because one thing, like me, when I first started my office job, I would get Chipotle every single day. Dude, I probably, and it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it did. I notice how much I was spending. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, nope. I'm eating sandwiches for lunch.
Yeah, so I take lunch to work now.
Yeah.
So it saves money.
Yeah.
Even though I do have a cafeteria at work, where I work at.
bro.
Oh,
I have a cafeteria.
You playing?
But the food is cheap there too, though. You can get a full meal for like $5.
Oh,
That's not bad.
See, I do that
But
instead of
yeah.
a cup of coffee.
$5, yeah.
Something that
I
fills
feel
me
like-
up.
Yeah,
a whole meal? Yeah, I'll do that.
like they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's like all the whole three
What?
meals.
I'm only eating at lunch now.
Yeah.
Like breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
I just drink water throughout the day,
Yeah, I skip breakfast too.
and then I just
Really?
I don't skip breakfast.
I don't either.
I
mean,
eat breakfast.
I
can
used
skip-
I
can
used to
skip
do that.
lunch
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can skip lunch if I'm busy. For
Yeah.
example, like sometimes I get busy at work.
Yeah.
And I don't have time. I'm like, I got meetings. I have to get stuff done. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just skip lunch. I don't
Bro,
care.
as soon as y'all wake up, bro, y'all think about food. As soon as we wake up, we think about money.
I think about I think about it. I think about it this way.
I got I see the money.
No.
Put that money on your phone, cause I talk to the money.
Yeah, it's
Is
great.
that money in your shoes? Because I walk to the money.
Walk to the money.
That's not everything.
That's crazy.
They are dollar bills. Too.
Because I mean, I feel like breakfast is I feel like it's the most important meal of the day.
I think so. Too.
I think about it. No. I think about health wise. I think about it because if I eat like a nice, good, big breakfast,
Oh.
then for lunch I'm not gonna eat a lot, and then for dinner I'm not gonna be eating a
This
lot.
kind of sets the pace.
Yeah, it says the pace for me. That's for
Yeah.
me. And
I
then maybe
think
I mean
so,
y'all.
I don't fill up at lunch though.
Yeah.
I just take little,
Yeah.
like something
Like-
small. Maybe like, for example, just chicken and rice.
Mhm.
Maybe like a little side of fruit
Mhm.
and water. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm good. Then throughout the day, eat a little bit here. I'm starting not to eat past 7 anymore.
Yeah, that's a big thing I've been trying to do too as
Yeah.
well.
For example, like breakfast. Sometimes I get so hungry, bro. In the mornings,
Yeah.
mad hungry,
Mhm.
and there's like I feel like I can't function if I don't eat.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives me.
That's
energy
me,
kinda
yeah.
to go through. But
I guess
lunch
if,
is
since
whatever.
we have like office jobs,
Yeah.
I think it's different from what, like you're on your feet all day
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
I'm at the office. So.
you're at the.
Well, I mean,
But the-
sometimes I'm at school though, so it's kind of different.
I guess yeah, I have online the whole entire.
Okay, that case, I guess I wouldn't need the energy like to keep.
Yeah. So I guess if you have, it depends on the job, I guess as well, or how your day is,
Right.
how active you are.
I
Then
think, let me see.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, one more question before we wrap it up.
Mhm.
Let's see. I kind of want this question. What are the essential traits someone who wants to be an engineer should have? It's a personal question.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think a big trait is I guess perseverance and kind of like pushing through
Okay.
because it's gonna get hard.
Mm.
It's gonna be tough.
Discipline and stuff
Like,
like yeah.
discipline, all that stuff. I think
Yeah.
you just gotta make it up in your mind.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make it through. No matter how hard it gets.
Right.
Let's say your next test you take it and you get like an F.
Yeah.
You can still pass. Don't let that
Yeah.
grade discourage you.
Right.
You know, because if you let it get to your mind, it's gonna affect you.
It's gonna be a snowball.
That
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
yeah. It's gonna
So
build up.
If you just push through, push through,
Yeah.
and you'll make it through. I know, whenever I was doing school, 19 credit hours,
Mhm.
and so I had to kind of manage where I was studying
Mhm.
for each course
Yeah.
because if I was struggling in this one, I'm like, gotta focus on this one.
Exactly.
This one I'm
Yeah.
doing better.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like sacrificing a little bit of your grades to kind of
Yeah. No, it's
pass because there's certain classes that if you make below C,
Mhm.
you can't take the next course
Yeah.
because that previous course requires you to pass with a C or better.
Mhm.
And if you do that, you can't continue your next semester.
Right.
Then it's gonna set you back a whole semester.
Yeah.
So basically,
Mhm.
don't aim for 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Just manage your time, and just push through,
All right.
and then
I'll take that.
you'll make it through.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. If not,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough. Engineering is tough. It's like the toughest degree or program. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
personally, I think it's the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Others might think something else, but engineers,
Mhm.
not to put it this way, but like engineers, I think has the more percentage in the world to become millionaires, billionaires.
I like how that
That's
sounds.
yeah.
Oh
But
snap!
I think it calls for like 22%. 22% of people that became engineers, some type of engineer, I don't matter. They've become billionaires. And I
Like
think
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk
Yeah.
or Bezos,
Jeff Bezos as well.
he was I think electrical engineer.
And Elon Musk was mechanical.
Yeah.
I might need to
So-
change my career, bro.
So it's just You just
Steve
gotta
Jobs.
push through. Yeah. It's just engineering program. It challenges you
Yeah.
mentally, how to think, and makes you think outside the box.
It makes
That's-
sense.
yeah.
It makes sense.
That's what helps kind of like all these people that are rich now.
Mhm.
They think outside the box. They know.
They're not in the box.
So maybe that's maybe that's a little bit of encouragement, you know.
Yeah.
Like-
Okay.
Just push through. Just push through. It's gonna get tough.
Push through, David.
Like that. All right, that
wraps it up.
With my boy Elimelec. We talked
That's
about a lot.
Oh yeah.
We talked
we did.
about your personal journey.
Yeah.
Talked about the
Photography, yeah.
Photography. We talked about the struggles of engineering.
Yeah.
College career.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit about financial.
Yeah. A little bit of
A
money.
little bit about AI as well.
AI, yeah,
Everything, we
yeah.
touched everything.
It's about to take over. Nah, that's good.
No worries.
About to take over.
And probably this honestly we could have gone on for a little bit longer, but
We could, yeah.
have
We
to
try to
cut
keep
a
it
whole
short
bunch of
just so
stuff.
y'all can listen, yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, that's it.
Sounds good. All right, Gnosis. We love y'all.
See you guys next time. Yeah.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.